Hello everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Ranger. So, in the last part, we cleared three of the challenges of Jungle Relic. And now we're just gonna be taking a quick look at the fourth one. And as you can see, those researchers, quote-unquote researchers, are no longer standing there. And you're gonna see why that is the case. Yeah, but as you can see, with this stone tablet, it seems to be wrecked. The stone tablet is too badly damaged. I can't read. I can't read what it says. Maybe someone wrecked it to make sure no one clears the fourth challenge. It doesn't make much sense. Wanna try reading it to know? Well, I suppose we could try. Yeah, the engraved text is almost impossible to read. The child of fire, vile flame, fly chase. Yeah, if you can make sense of what it says here, that's definitely going to show you what exactly that we're actually going to be facing up against. And path you find away be a dragon of fire. Yeah, and again, if you've seen the box art of this game, you may already know which one is last. By hand us calm rives the rich east, land is so kame seal tono mobrin collusion of pollen fire. Chamber of trial there, no save or itself challenge. Yeah, that's all it says. But anyways, there really isn't much going on here yet. But you're gonna see why those two researchers were really there. It's because they were stalling for them. Yeah, the people that actually work, and that those scientists actually, those researchers really work for. They should go rock quad. Yeah, and as you can also see, behind them is indeed a Charizard. Gee, and I wonder if this is the last Pokemon that is actually going to be our final challenge. And if we do happen to find him, now unlike what we went through with Salamence and Flygon, you can actually utilize your partner's discharge on it. And if you're not that skilled at this game, you definitely are going to need it. Yeah, trust me on that. Hey, long time. Welcome to the Challenge of Fire. You folks are Union Rangers, am I right? As you can see, this Charizard is in a world of suffering. Don't you think you want to capture it? You know, so you can calm it down. I wonder who could have caused it to make it suffer. But and as you can probably tell, we now have to capture the Charizard. And I'm gonna say this right now. Out of all the Pokemon that we have to go through with the challenges, Charizard definitely will give you the most trouble with. Because the only attack that this Charizard will do is that he will spew up fire from the air, and then multiple fires will come down on the field, making it very difficult for you to be able to get it. But if you just happen to touch one, it will get rid of it. But since you have no means of recharging yourself, you may not want to do that much. And even then, if you just happen to want to make sure that you can get rid of it, and oh, holy shit! I actually managed to do it without getting hurt for once. Holy shit! Okay, I got insanely lucky there because Charizard managed to walk up to that single flame that I was able to do that single loop for. Then I was able to loop, that was able to loop around. Holy shit. I have not been that lucky when it comes to Charizard before. Oh my god. Bravo! That's that's what I expect from a Union Ranger. I tried capturing that Charizard, but our prototype styler couldn't quite get the job done. Worse, our unfinished styler caused injury to that Charizard. An accident, of course. Was it really an accident? We lucked out when your gullible rangers happened to come along, all cheerful and helpful. But you have our thanks. You cleared the fourth challenge for us. What are you saying? We captured the Charizard, but we didn't clear any challenge. You're not too swift, are you? Capturing that Charizard was the fourth challenge. Yeah, it was them tricking us that whole time. There's a legend about the Jungle Relic. Maybe you've heard of it. If all four of the Relic's challenges are cleared, a great calamity will befall the Fiore region. We, the Go Rock Squad, desperately wanted that calamity to happen. Then we got word that some clueless rangers, that's you, were coming here to take the challenges. And bingo! I had a wicked idea. We convince you to clear the fourth challenge and to bring on the calamity. You had more trouble than I expected, but hey, it's all cool. Anyway, I wonder what's happened to the Entei statue. I hope it's nothing good. Yep, the Go Quad tricked us. Darn it! We were tricked. What did they mean by calamity? Yeah, we're about to see. And what did he mean by the Entei statue? Is something happening to it? Let's go check that statue. Yeah, we will soon enough. But anyways, now back to what I was saying about Charizard. Yeah. Yeah, now as I said, the one attack that the Charizard does is the one that you just saw. And even though those fires on the field will disappear, will disappear after a while, but however, just before they do, Charizard will spew up more fire on the field. Yeah, meaning that if you want to do that just right, get your discharge at that right moment. Yeah, do not, for the love of God, do not waste it. What's supposed to happen when the 4 challenges are cleared? Well, I guess we're about to find out. The altar is now lit by fire, but that seems to be it. It's pretty, but that doesn't seem like a calamity to me. Or so they think. Oh, and what's happening to the Entei statue? It vanishes. Huh? The Entei statue disappeared? But so what? Is that the horrible calamity? Just wait for it. It's not happened yet. I guess that game was just pulling pulling a prank on us. They're happy scared over nothing. Was it? We should head back. We're done with the challenges. I don't think anything else, so what happened? Or so she says. Because Wait for it. As soon as we leave the relic, this happens. This quake! This isn't good. Yeah, now she notices. And what is that noise? It's coming from inside the relic. Let's go back. We have to investigate this. But just before we do, we receive a message from Cameron. Oh my gosh! It's an earthquake! The tremor seems to be centered in the jungle, in the jungle relic. Knowing the both of you, I'm sure you're okay. You are okay, aren't you? I want the both of you to survey the damage and investigate the cause. But be careful of the aftershocks, okay? Yeah, we'll try to be. False Cities, Aria. She was in Summerland. Should be headed your way too. I'm strictly ordering you to think safety first. Is it still shaking? Yep, it surely is. And now we're gonna see once that calamity that the Go-Run Quad was talking about. Save the Jungle Relic, as is now being filled up with lava. It's unbelievable. Everything's completely changed in here. There's lava where water flowed. The tremor and the roaring noise were from the eruption from an underground volcano. And here she is, Aria. Aria. Yes, long time no see, Aria. Oh, so you are safe after all. I was about to leave Summerland after a mission when that earthquake hit. Oh, did you? I got a feeling that this was no ordinary quake. I thought maybe, just maybe, something unthinkable happened. Yeah, she's gonna think that very soon. I'm hoping it didn't happen, but you didn't clear the 4th challenge, did you? Aria, the 4th challenge, we did it, but there's a good reason. We can explain. There was a Charizard in pain. But before we get to the proper explanation, look who's here! Save your excuses for later. What is that over there? Is that an Entei? Yep, the very same one that was from the statue. That right there was your calamity. And Entei? Why would a legendary Pokemon appear here? I don't know why, but it must be linked somehow to the volcanic eruption. Anyways, I can't let you handle this anymore. I can't believe you would clear the 4th challenge. No ranger would be so foolish to do such a thing. I'll come the Entei. That will stop this disaster from getting any worse. Okay, you can do whatever you want, but don't do anything to mess things up anymore. Is you understood? Well, we'll try not to. We caused this. We have to do something about it. Yep, and so indeed we shall. As we now explore the fiery Jungle Relic. As you'll see, now this place is now going to be filled up with a bunch of fire type Pokemon. Starting with Numel. Now Numel is essentially a weaker version of Camerupt. So if you already know how to deal with Camerupt, then you should already know then you should be good. Oh yeah, and as you can see, yeah, now the entrances to the challenges now have been completely blocked off, meaning that we can no longer enter them ever again. And of course, since the Go-Run Squad is here, which means it's time for some battles against more grunts. Now, starting things off is the duo of Slugma and Magcargo. Now, these two, yeah, as you can see, yeah, both of them essentially act very similar to what you went through with the Grimers, Grimers and Muck, where the Slugma and Magcargo will leave trails of lava behind them. So yeah, so if you already know how to deal with Grimers and the Muck, then the Slugma and Magcargo really shouldn't be too much trouble for you to handle. And then as we go towards where the statue was, yeah, now we have our very first female grunt. And with her is a Rapidash. Here's the thing about Rapidash. Yeah, now first off, yeah, now Rapidash's only attack is that it will continuously try to run while being let itself on fire. Now another thing about the Rapidash is that Rapidash is it's another Pokemon that you can actually find within the Ringtown's Capture Challenge. But the only way that you could be able to summon the Rapidash is if you capture 2 Spoinks. And also another thing is that the Rapidash cannot be your friend in this game. So yeah, so unfortunately that's one grunt, and also the capture challenges are going to be your only times that you are going to be able to clear is essentially going to be your only time that you're ever going to be able to see Rapidash. Now as we go over here, we have another Numel, and we have what the okay, I was not expecting that to work, considering I was on the platform above it, but okay, sure. But anyways, everyone, now we have our next recharge Pokemon, Manectric. Yes, yeah, now we can really get our charger charged up now. But anyways, now as we head towards that staircase, now here we have Magmar. Now Magmar can be a pain at times because it will occasionally just likely stand still, unleashing its flamethrower at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah, he essentially works the same as the Poliwhirls and Poliwag, where he will just utilize the same attack 2 or 3 times in a row. Yeah, before you even have a chance to be able to do any sort of loops around him. But anyways, now if we go down here, we have not 1 but 2 Beldum. Now Beldum, he's probably as basic as you could probably get. Yeah, all he really does is that he will utilize this takedown when your capture loop it just so happens to be near him. Yeah. But anyways, everyone, now as I said previously, now there were some target clears around here that we couldn't exactly interact with before. Now that this place is now filled with wild Pokemon, now we can actually utilize their Now we can actually utilize the target clears on them now. Now since we already have Graveler, yeah, and since we don't have any Pokemon to cut that down over there yet, yeah, I may as well go over to where that big rock was. And inside that area, and what is going to be inside here is actually what you're gonna need if you want to be able to cut that wooden fence down. It's because, well, not only do we have Tangela, but we also have Sceptile. Now, Sceptile, yeah, as soon as he notices you, he will immediately start to jump up like crazy just so he can try to get himself away from you. And he will do exactly the same thing as when you are trying to catch him. Yeah, Sceptile is a really high jumper. So this is where I would highly recommend you utilizing a Poke Assist right here. So go Numel. Yeah, help me get the Sceptile. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Numel. I appreciate you helping me get in the Sceptile. But anyways, yeah, now that right there is your only location in the entire game where you're actually going to be able to find Sceptile. Then as for Tangela, I don't know why he's even here, considering that we really can't use Cross anywhere in this place. But anyways, everyone, with that said, that should be all I'm going to do this part. And so, until next part, I'll see you guys next time.